Got the shit in there.
From the 757 to the 713, where you know we stay whipping through the streets. Some will call it swinging bang, some will call it slow ride. I just call it cruising to the beat.
It's the Cruising Podcast.
Cruising to the beat.
It's the Cruising Podcast.
Cruising to the.
Welcome back to another edition of the Cruising Podcast. I'm your host, Andrew Cruz, and today is August 12th. Yes, it is August 12th. Tuesday. We would like to say this, and with all my heart of hearts, and welcome everyone if you're new here to the pod. It's been a very stressful week stressful couple weeks. And finally we have come to a conclusion, and we finally have a new car, baby. New car. But let's get first things first. Happy birthday to my older brother, Chris. Today is his birthday. If he is listening right now, I appreciate him if he is. But happy birthday, my brother. And I'm not gonna lie to you. I didn't even know Chris listened to the podcast until I got a text message one day. I probably said this before, but I don't care. I got a text message from him saying, "Hey, that new intro song, fire!" And I was like, "I didn't even know you listened to the pod." So pleasant surprise. I appreciate it. I think mostly because it's on Spotify. You can catch it on Spotify for sure. So I appreciate everything I appreciate all my family that has listened to the pod. I know I curse a lot and probably talk about themes that, they probably don't agree with. And it's cool. It is what it is. But, they listen, they support, they listen and, hopefully they judge. I want the judgment. No, I'm kind of, in a way. Who knows? But today is August 12th, the Tuesday. And thank you so much for being here, guys. So, actually, if you guys get a chance, if you see Chris, man, say happy birthday to him. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, so he's doing big things. He got doing big things right now, man. He got three of his kids go past the walk that stage. Got another one walking the stage this year. So, man, big things are happening in the fam, baby. Woo! Yes. So, so first of all, today we are talking about trash TV. Well, mostly the stuff I've been watching lately. I don't know why I watched it, and one of them is the ones that you guys should have told me not to watch it, and I feel like you didn't do it, and it really bothers the hell out of me. So we're gonna talk about it. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna do that. But first, we have to take care of some business. And the business is where you can find the Cruising Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and anywhere you can find podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, you can find latest updates of the show. It's on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown. All right, so currently we are we're moving right now. So this is probably why y'all see a whole different little setup right now. Probably have noticed. But I would like to say this as we were, getting everything together. I was watching. So I've been on Snapchat, and Snapchat has these ads. Apparently, they're doing I don't know if you guys remember the app called Ghibli, but there was an app called Ghibli where the longest episodes was 7 to maybe 10 minutes, and I used to watch it all the time. I used to use that app all the time. I used to put money towards it. I put money towards Ghibli. Yes, I did. I did it because they said Reno 911 was coming back, and also Kevin Hart had a little show on there. Actually, what's crazy is a few of those shows became series on different networks. I think it's Die Hard, right? That's with the Hart, and then I think also The Most Dangerous Game. And then the Reno 911, of course, came back. And they were 5 to 10 minute episodes, and not even 10. I think maybe the longest one I've seen was maybe 8. And so I thought it was a great app. I thought it was it was smart for the time. But right now, I guess they're reviving different things, and so different like apps that kind of go off of that kind of thing that what's the word I'm looking for? Kind of go off of that blueprint. And so what is this one called? Hold on. Sorry, y'all. I want to make sure I get it right. Net Short. This one that I found was called Net Short. Why did I start watching this? Because I started watching a story about a girl that gets frozen for that is going to get frozen for 30 years. Apparently, she was an orphan, and her family kind of started being dickheads to her because they had different because they found their original daughter, and the original daughter kind of is like setting her up, getting her in trouble, and everybody's believing her and doing all this cool stuff. So she decided that there's a sleep experiment that her brother came up with. Well, one of her brothers came up with, and she is going to do the sleep experiment, and you get like they get like a death certificate and all the rest of this cool stuff. I don't know why it gripped me. I don't know. I don't understand it. I don't know why I don't know why I did this to myself. But I was sitting there and I was like, why am I gripped by this? Like I'm sitting here watching, and I'm just like, what the hell is going on? And then I was like, well, I got some of the story now, and they show you like the first, okay, not Netflix, Snapchat shows you like the first like 10 episodes of this. By the way, all the episodes to this little shorts and stuff like that, I say maximum 3 minutes. And I don't even think it's that long. And so most of them are like maybe a minute and a half. A lot of things happen within that minute and a half. Terrible, very bad acting happens between that minute and a minute and a half too also. So I'm sitting here watching it and I'm just like, why am I interested in this? What happened? Like, why am I here? And 2 days later, I now have spent $25 and I have finished the series, and now I don't know what's next. I finished it. It was 50 episodes, which means that's about maybe an hour of watching time, and maybe an hour of watch time. Okay, and you have to pay to watch the rest of it, and I paid to watch the rest of it. Don't know why. You know how you watch a train wreck or a car accident? You have to go watch it. You know what I mean? You have to. It just brings it to you, and you have to watch. That's what I watched. That's what I dealt with. It's called 30 Years Frozen, Three Brothers Regret. Okay? I watched the whole thing, and I want to save you guys. The ending of it pissed me off. I was mad. The payoff wasn't. I was here. I was like, okay, y'all got me. Is she, you know what I mean? Like, this is crazy. Time jump happens. Yes, she does get. I know. I'm going. Look, I don't want you guys to waste your money on this. This is really what I'm doing for you right now. You're going to say thank you, Andrew, because you don't want to watch the terrible acting that I watched. Okay, and I don't know why, but the story. It was a good story, though. I will say this: it's a good story. Okay, predictable, good story. Okay, some of the things is definitely can't happen ever in life. Like a cornea surgery to help somebody see, a 30-year sleep experiment where you get frozen and like your family is doing this, it's crazy. It is a crazy storyline. Also, the girl that's supposed to be the long lost daughter actually is not. Sorry, I'm spoiling this for y'all because I don't want you guys to go through it. But it is on Net Short, and it's 30 Years Frozen, and it's a Three Brothers Regret. If you guys want to go check it out, be my guest, okay? Be my guest. You're welcome. In advance of, I do not blame me, okay? If you want to watch a train wreck, that's it. That's the one. And the ending though pissed me off a lot, and I was mad because I'm like, they really feel like, all right, well, we did everything possible. You know what I mean? We pretty much pushed her away. The one brother was very violent towards everyone, especially women. I was definitely not a fan of that one. actually he wore a leather jacket with like blue jeans, and it made zero fucking sense. I watched it and I was like, why are we? What does he have to offer to the storyline except for being a dickhead? And also his acting horrible. I mean, just oh. And some of these actors, I feel like I've seen them before on different things, and like it was bad. I don't know if it was written bad. I don't know, but the storyline was good. I will say it was actually not a bad storyline. Just a lot of dumb shit that happens throughout the storyline. Not a bad storyline. I'm not gonna lie to you. This probably what kept me there. Also, you know, also the girl that was supposed to be the orphan wasn't definitely easy on the eyes. You know what I mean? But actually both of them were. But you watch it and you're sitting here like, why am I going to the next episode right now? Why am I paying $15 to watch the rest of this shit? I don't fucking know why I did it. I just did it, okay? I like to watch shitty things and then have optimism that they're going to get better. And it didn't. It did not get better at all. At all. I don't know why I did it to myself, but I did. Okay? I did it. I did it. And we made it through the other side to make sure that you guys know shit is horrible. And I don't know. I don't know. Once again, the show or the Net Short, it's an app called Net Short. Okay, it's called 30 Years Frozen. Three Brothers Regret. Actually, that was the #1 trending show on there, probably because of Snapchat showing you it. And then I was about to go watch a Japanese one, but that was on a whole different app. And I said, no, you already got me once with that free with the free candy. You're not going to get me again with that free candy again. I'm good. The free candy, no, one's enough. I already spent $15 on this shit that I instantly regret. Those three brothers regret, and then one brother regret. Okay, that's what they should have put. One brother regret, and that was me. I'm the brother. I'm just with an A, not an ER. You know what I'm saying? That was a big fucking regret. Okay. All right. Next, what I'm going to talk about is 2 Ice Cube movies that one I think most people have forgotten about, and then the other should have never seen the light of fucking day. Okay? And the other should no. No. The other one has a 0 rotten, and I normally hold on. My allergies are kicking my ass. One of them, you know what I mean, I normally don't go off of Rotten Tomatoes or anybody's reviews or anything like that. I normally go off my own shit because I'm a journalist. But after I watched the movie, it had a 0 Rotten Tomatoes. 0. You know how hard it is to get it's hard to get 100. It's probably even harder to get a 0. And that's what they did. They achieved it with a Ice Cube movie, by the way. And somebody said, and before I even start, somebody was like, yeah, this might be the end of Ice Cube. I want to tell you guys why this isn't, because that's the dumbest fucking statement I ever heard in my life. So, but we're going to just stick with me on that one. So the first one is Ghost of Mars. I don't know if anybody's watched that movie. That was like the beginning of 2000s, I think, maybe even the 90s. I want to say this. I watched the movie again. Once again, the CGI, I think they really did practical effects. Some of the effects were fucking trash. Just be real with you. It was the 90s, okay? It was not today. Some of the effects even today might be a little fucking trash. Let's be real for a second. But when you're watching it, it's actually not a bad premise. There's these ghosts that are jumping in and out of people's bodies, making them into these zombie-like people, and or make some like fruit, like crazy and shit like that, and they get ultra violent. Okay, and when you kill one, it passes over to the next one. And I was watching it, and I'm sitting here like, yeah, this is good. This is a good movie. Why didn't I think this was a good? Why did we never get a sequel to this movie? And apparently, well, okay, let me backtrack a little bit. Ice Cube is a like known criminal in Mars, I guess on Mars. And it's being said that he killed a bunch of people at this train stop, and this is why he's in jail. He's actually got caught, got put in jail, and he's supposed to be part of a prison transfer. And this one lady is like a sergeant or some shit that fucking goes and picks people up and transport them to like a whole city thing in Mars. And so I guess we have terraformed Mars in some way. Somehow humans can survive Mars atmosphere without any helmets or anything. Fucking unbelievable. It was unbelievable. I was very excited to see this. This is the future that they thought we were going to have here soon. And so I'm sitting here watching. It's a very violent fucking movie. Absolutely. Absolutely. Pam Grier's in it for about 5 minutes, and then she's killed. Sorry, spoiler. I know you guys are like, whoa, spoiler. This movie happened nearly 30 fucking years ago. It's your fault that you didn't watch it. At this point, your fault. It's a great movie. You guys get a chance, definitely. I would say it's trash TV, mostly because it's a cult favorite, and I feel like we need to like go back and watch Ghost of Mars and wonder why the fuck would you leave us on this damn cliffhanger and never give us a second one? Because it would have been cool to see Ice Cube and the lady that was doing the transporting go and like have to fight off these fuckers inside that big city thingamajiggy that they were living in. Yes. It was, I think, in my opinion, it was a great movie. Okay. I wouldn't say great, although it wasn't great. It deserved a sequel though. It did. It really did. Watching Ice Cube this is like one of the first times we see him in kind of an action movie. This is like a little bit after Friday. Actually, it might be after next Friday. No, it's actually. Yeah, it's after Friday. This is definitely after Friday for sure. And so it's a good movie. I give it a stamp of approval because for the time it was a good premise. Shitty camera. Well, the camera was okay. The special effects was weird, but it was a violent movie. You know what I mean? And it was depicting violence. And I feel like the reason for me, she decided to go back to the city after they got to the train. I would have been one pissed off person. I'm not gonna lie to you. I said we just survived that. Oh, well, they can make it to the city. Bitch, do you know how long it's gonna take for them to get to this motherfucking city? We're going. You better go use that fucking thing right there, and we're going back to the city who have guns and probably can stop this shit. And we have to. She has this like little like drugs on her chest. Oh, by the way, what's his name? Jason Statham's in this movie also, by the way. You have the thing on your chest, the fucking medicine that fights off these things. So we need to recreate all that before we go back. I feel like that's where the movie kind of goes off the rails. No pun intended, because they're on a train. And I feel like you could have did that. Maybe made the movie a little bit longer trying to get to the train. They got to the train a little too fucking easy. I ain't gonna lie to you. And so you could have made it that way and let her make the things, have all of them do it, and then everybody takes the drugs that's going to fight it off, or you have to take it once the being gets inside you, because when it gets inside of her, they leave her outside to die type shit. It was, I thought it was a fucked up situation. I really did. They gave her medicine, but she didn't, you know what I mean, fought it off and everything like that. Then she also had to fight off like one that was coming after her. I'm going to call them the crazies. And she had to fight off one of them, and she was like, oh shit, this actually fights it off and kills the fucker that just got into my body. It's kind of like a parasite. Like literally a ghost possessing these people that are going around killing people. And we really never got a backstory on what the fuck was going on and why this happened. I wish there was like a prequel to this shit. Like, I feel like Ice Cube's son, O'Shea Jackson, is a junior. Hopefully he's junior. Can play in this movie. I think, Ice Cube was actually in some pretty good fucking shape for this movie. I ain't gonna lie to you. So, I don't know. I'm just saying, because I watched, I'm going backtrack a little bit. I watched Denim Den of Thieves 2, Pantera, and they should have just let that Den of Thieves 1. What the fuck were you, why? Why did y'all do this? What was the point? Was this a money grab? Or was I like, what the fuck? Why would you make this again? Continuing on. But yeah, man, I think that Ghost of Mars was a good movie. I feel like they should have at least either had a prequel or a sequel to this movie. Like, you needed, really, you could have made both. And they really dropped the ball on this. I wonder what happened. I wish I got a backstory on it. I might even go check out the backstory and actually might talk about that on Patreon. Like, type of shit like that. I might do something like that. If you're interested in it, please leave it down in the comments. I'll talk about it. I'll even go find it and find out everything. Maybe I'll even find the director. Because I feel like the director probably was pretty fucking good. I wonder who the director was of the movie. I'm not going to look it up right now because I'm not going to give you guys any dead air. But Ghost of Mars, you guys get a chance, definitely go check that shit out. It's actually a good movie. It's a good movie. You're welcome. Now, let's go to an extremely fucking bad movie. Extremely bad Ice Cube movie. You guys ready for this? I got you. War of the Worlds. Tom Cruise movie. It was a Tom Cruise movie. But before it was a Tom Cruise movie, I think it was a 1950s movie. Before it was a 1950s movie, I think it was a 1930s radio broadcast that actually scared the shit out of a lot of Americans. Actually, the radio broadcast of War of the Worlds almost caused an international incident. Not international incident, but a national incident, because they actually thought that Earth was being invaded by aliens at this point, by extraterrestrial beings. If you think I'm playing around, I'm pretty sure it's War of the Worlds that had people in a panic when the radio was going off and talking about this show, talking about this. So there's a couple iterations of this. I know it sounds crazy. You guys are like, what? Are you serious? Yeah, I didn't even have to look this up. I remember when the Tom Cruise movie came out. Right? It was Tom Cruise, yes. Great movie, by the way. Great movie. This one, they should have fucking burnt it. Okay? They should have burnt it. Ice Cube is a DHS, Department of Homeland Security, kind of like hacker type dude. And the movie setting is based off of what you're looking at me from right now. This is the movie setting. This is it. This is it. This is every part of the movie is this right here. Yes. Mm-hmm. This is it. Yeah. Pretty much, I'm doing a podcast as a movie. This is it. Aliens or these beings come down, and the main thing that they're stealing, because I'm going to keep you fucks away from this shit. Okay? I'm keeping you guys away from it. If you want to watch a train wreck, that's fine. You want to watch this, that's fine. I wasted an hour and 30 minutes, so you wouldn't have to waste an hour and 30 minutes. Okay? I did this for you guys. No, I didn't. Did it for myself because I saw Ice Cube on it and they were like really promoting the shit out this movie, and they really should not have. And actually, first of all, I would like to say shout out to Michael Carroll for this one, but I really didn't think about it until I heard Comicast when he said that this movie was literally a big ad for Amazon. And I was like, wow. I didn't even put two and two together. I didn't. Once again, this is a Prime movie, Amazon Prime movie, and also the main object. I'm spoiling it for you. I don't really care. One of the characters is a Amazon delivery driver, and one of literally the main like premise of this, or what was it, main like storyline or whatever main piece of this movie was him using an Amazon drone. What an idiot. What are we doing? Are we in Star Wars, Andrew? Use the Amazon drone to deliver a USB to the main character. And so also we've seen him in the Amazon truck. Also they gave out $1,000 Amazon gift card to a homeless person while using the drone. It was amazing. A lot of things happened throughout this. No, where the $1,000 one went to? It went to somewhere. Or they had to make an order on Amazon to be able to use the drone. Everything. They were telling us, how they use the drones to deliver packages to your front door. That's literally what they did. And so, in doing so, they made this a major part of this movie. A major actually plot point, actually a major way that saves everybody in the movie is Amazon drone saved everyone. So, this movie is literally this right here in different screens. Searching, right? What's the movie with John Cho? Searching. I refuse to watch these type of fucking movies. I hate it. I hate these fucking movies more than anything on earth. Like, it makes no sense. I'm supposed to sit here and I could have made this shit. I could have made this. This is the movie. Hey man, I'm going to hack into your stuff and see what you're doing. Very weird, by the way, weird premise. The Ice Cube playing the kind of like a overprotective dad that's overseeing like everything his kids are doing. One of his kids is a hacker and things like this, and one of them is a like bio something, and then also the things that came down were easily killed by us, by Americans. Actually, I think that they were supposed to be human made, and that's what I think the major thing was, because what they stole, they weren't they just didn't come down to kill people. They came down to steal information. Like, the information was their fuel, and they tried to do Roswell and all the rest of that shit. Like every UFO crash that's ever happened, that's what this movie was kind of basing those shits off of. Not, aliens invading and just fucking shit up. Yeah, that. Okay. Yeah, you're welcome. Like I said, I'm going to spoil this shit for you guys because I don't want you going through this at all. It's a stupid fucking premise, first of all. Secondly, hold on, sorry. Oh, I thought that was my phone. So here's the thing. I was watching it, and I was sitting here like, this is stupid. Why am I watching this? I just spent an hour and 30 minutes watching some bullshit. I can't believe I just did that. And people were talking about the movie. You know what I mean? Like, saying how bad it was. A 0 Rotten Tomatoes makes sense. I ain't gonna lie to you. This is how bad this movie really fucking was. But I will say that this movie was made during the pandy. It was made 5 years ago. And they released it. If I was Ice Cube, I would have said, why the fuck did y'all wait 5 years to release this movie? And the only reason why we know this was 5 years is because his son on Twitter said that this movie was made 5 years ago. What happened 5 years ago? That's when some of these movies. I thought we were at the end of those movies. Clearly not. So we're watching this. We're watching a movie that was made 5 years ago. What the fuck, yo? Why would you put us through that? Why would you do that? Just let it. And then they made it look like it was new. It wasn't. It was ass. The movie was terrible, yo. Oh my gosh. And then somebody was like, oh, well, this has to be the end of Ice Cube. This is why, this is the downfall of Ice Cube. Everybody's had one shit movie. Let's be real. Everybody's had one shit movie. I can name a few that probably didn't, but not this bad. But, oh man, this is the end of Ice Cube. How? Ice Cube has his hands in different pots. You don't know what Ice Cube has been doing for the past 5 years? He has the big three. He has made multiple movies. Doesn't he have his own production company that's probably doing very well right now? Fuck out of here, dog. Like, this is not the end of Ice. This is one of them. This is a roadblock. A big fucking roadblock. Big brick wall of a fucking roadblock. But this is a roadblock. And I'm not going to sit here and say that Ice Cube career as an actor is over. I think that this is just one shitty movie. Sorry, my bad, y'all. Out of how many cult classics? Like, I just talked about one of them. You know what I'm saying? Out of Fridays and all the rest. Like, The only way that this stank is going to go off of this right here is if the last Friday is fucking phenomenal. That's literally what will wash the taste out of a lot of people's mouths and also shut a lot of fucking people up. But I don't think it's it for Ice Cube. I think he's a really good actor. I think he's a really good entrepreneur at that too. I've never been a big fan of his rap music. Now I do like, of course, Today Was a Good Day. Everybody knows that was great. That's a great song. No Vaseline, great diss. You know what I mean? I really think that a lot of people say stupid shit. And also a lot of people do dumb shit. And I feel like with Ice Cube, this is not the end of his career. If he wanted it to be the end of his career, it'd be a pretty good fucking career at that. I mean, not too many blemishes on that. I mean, that's a pretty fucking huge blemish. Because how do you fuck up War of the Worlds? You fuck up, like, it's already there. You don't even have to fuck with it. You could have copy and pasted if that was the case. Why would you name it War of the Worlds then? Like, to me. Because to me, I think this was like human-made shit. I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. The lore of it is fucking dumb. So, I saved you guys from my hour and 30 minutes watching shit. You're welcome. Probably 2.5 hours of watching shit. But I'm going to say this, about maybe an hour and 20 minutes is like Ghost of Mars. You're going to enjoy it. I know. I'm telling you, you're going to fucking enjoy the movie. If you don't, then that's on you because you're just a fucking hater and don't know. It have shitty taste. That's just pretty much where I'm at with it. So, but with that is the podcast for today. Yeah, we pretty much just talking about trash TV a little bit and why I have been watching it. Little programming notes. Tomorrow we are going to have a Patreon episode about this Vivi situation happening with One Piece. And so y'all are this shit's gotta end. I just really this shit has to end. I don't get it. I really don't fucking get fans anymore. So yeah, we're gonna do that. Definitely gonna be fucking talking about that. And this time around, it just makes zero sense this time. Like, motherfuckers just really sound stupid at this point. So, yeah, we're going to talk about the Vivi situation with One Piece because there's a lot of fucking dipshits out there, or, you know what I mean? So, that's pretty much what we're working with right now. So, that's going to be the Patreon episode for tomorrow. Yeah, if you guys don't know, you might want to do a little education on it if you want to, or you can be educated on the Patreon. You know what I mean? $3 a month, and you be part of the neighborhood. You'll be a neighborhood hero. So definitely go check it out. But once again, my name is Andrew Cruz, and this is the Cruising Podcast. Where you can find the Cruising Podcast on Apple Podcasts, Spotify, Patreon, YouTube, and everywhere you can find your podcast needs. That's where you can find the Cruising Podcast. Also, where you can find the latest updates to the show is on Instagram at Cruising Podcast, also on Twitter at Nicetown. And with that, I like to say I love all you guys so much. Thank you so much for sticking with the pod. We're gonna be doing heavily promoting on YouTube. I think I'm gonna make YouTube like the more priority right now. So I am here to save you guys. So you're welcome. I saved you guys a lot of time. So with that, I like to say I love all you guys so much. Don't do anything I wouldn't do. I'll catch you guys later. Deuces.
From the 757 to the 713, well, you know we stay whipping through the streets. Some will call it swinging bang, some will call it slow ride. I just call it cruising to the beat.
It's the Cruising Podcast.
Cruising to the beat.
It's the Cruising Podcast.
Cruising to the.
Da 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 da.